The mountain fires that have been burning now for days across many parts of the UK. Mountain fires have been raging across the UK in the last few days, from Cornwall to Dumfries, from the Mourne Mountains in Ireland to Ceredigion in Wales. There have been nearly 300 wildfires already this year. Our correspondent Jenny Kumar has spent the day in Merthyr Tydfil.
Devastation across the countryside. Here in Wales, huge swathes of land has gone up in flames. The recent dry weather has seen a spike in the number of incidents. This is Dinas Baglan Mountain overlooking Port Talbot. And you can still smell the smoke from the fire.
Yeah, and if you imagine when that fire's burning, that would have been intensified. That smoke would have been travelling into people's houses.
The fire service here and across the UK have been flat out dealing with unprecedented demand. They're calling on the public to act responsibly. While some fires started by accident, others like this one are believed to be arson.
The burns that we're having are having an effect on the environment. They release toxins out of the soils into our water courses, so that is adding to pollution. As you can see, this is devastating to all the flora and fauna that we have in the countryside.
March was one of the driest on record. Experts say that's only part of the problem. A minister described this as rural arson. The Mourne Mountains in Northern Ireland alight this weekend. In Cornwall, a series of fires spread across Bodmin Moor. And in Scotland, walkers and campers had to be rescued from Galloway Forest Park. Among them, two fathers and their teenage sons from Yorkshire.
We got there and then all of a sudden, 5 hours later, 5 to 7 hours later, a helicopter was picking us up and taking us.
They made it clear, look, we've been looking for you, we're almost out of fuel. You know, we need to get you out of here now because there's fires all around.
You've had the fire come quite close to the rear boundaries here. So if you don't
Back in Port Talbot, a reminder that some of these incidents are happening closer to people's homes.
Knowing that it was only above here, I just think it's still kind of shocking to me. Like, I don't know if it's almost like it's hard to believe that it was actually right there. You see these things happening in LA on a huge scale. So obviously this isn't quite that same thing, but seeing that there were max 12 fire engines there as well and things, and I just thought, was this a lot more serious than I still realise?
So far, this is an unprecedented year for wildfires. They've been taking their toll on the emergency services and huge areas of land. Well, what's really striking is that the land is so dry, and that's part of the reason that we've seen a record number of wildfires this year already, surpassing the number that we saw in 2022, which is the last year when we saw this issue on such a big scale. Now, the dry spell is due to end towards the end of this week, and the hope is that will bring some relief.